Hi, I'm Ollie, with over 7 years of experience working in top tech companies such as Amazon and Goldman Sachs. I'm here to help you level up your coding skills and land your dream job in big tech. On this channel, LeetCode LevelUp, I'll be posting daily videos to guide you through solving coding challenges and becoming a better programmer. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. Today we're looking at LeetCode question 169, majority element. Given an array nums of size n, return the majority element. The majority element is the element that appears more than n over 2 times. You may assume that the majority element always exists in the array. Example 1, nums equals 3, 2, 3, the output equals 3. Example 2, nums equals 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, the output equals 2. The approach that we're going to be using is called the Boyer-Moore voting algorithm. It has a time complexity of O of n and a space complexity of O of 1. It's the optimal solution to this problem. Now let's walk through an example. Nums equals 3, 2, 3. Step 1. Initialize candidate and count. Set candidate equal to the 0th index item in nums and count equal to 0. Step 2. Traverse the array and apply the following logic. If count is 0, set the candidate equal to the current number. If candidate equals the current number, increment, else decrement the count. Starting at 3, count is 0, so set the candidate equal to 3, and then increment the count. Then we go to the next item in the array, which is 2. So the count is not 0, so we do nothing there. And the candidate does not equal the current number, so we need to decrement the count and set that equal to 0. Go to number 3. The count is 0, so we set the candidate equal to 3. It already is 3. And the candidate is equal to the current number, so we increment count and set it equal to 1. So step 3, we return the candidate, which is 3. Thank you very much for following the video. I hope that this makes it much clearer. It's as easy as that. Why not pause the video and try to implement a solution yourself? If not, stay tuned for my solution next. So today we're going to be solving LeetCode 169 majority element using Java. So the question is, given an array nums of size n, return the majority element. The majority element is the element that appears more than n over 2 times. You may assume that the majority element always exists in the array. And you're given 2 examples. So example 1, input nums equals 3, 2 and 3. You can clearly see that the majority element is 3, and that's what the output is. Example 2, nums is equal to 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. So we can see that we got 4 2s and 3 1s. So the majority element is 2, and that's what the output is. So in an interview setting, I regularly will ask this question when working with arrays, which is, can we expect at least one item in the array? Because if you can't be sure that the array is going to contain at least an item, then we need to put in some kind of check or some kind of error handler to make sure that it doesn't crash the sort of function. Secondly, an important question is, how big or small can the elements be? So how big or small is the number of each element going to be in the array? And the reason that I ask this is so that I know what type of variable are we going to use, what data type are we going to be using, should I say. So if we look down here at the constraints, we can see that n, which is nums.length, is greater than or equal to 1. So that clarifies our first question, which is we will always be given at least a single item in nums. And secondly, we can see that the numbers are going to range between -10 to the 9 and 10 to the 9. So we can easily handle this range of numbers using an integer. Right, let's get into it. If you followed along with the whiteboard walkthrough, hopefully you've managed to implement a solution. If not, we're going to be using the Boyer-Moore voting algorithm, and let's do it. Let's get right into it. So we'll start with an int, call it count, set it equal to 0. Secondly, we need an int which will be it'll be the candidate, and we'll set that equal to nums, the first item in nums basically, and then we want to loop over each item in nums. So int I equals 0, I is less than nums dot length I plus plus. Then inside the loop, the first thing we want to check is if count equals 0. If count does equal 0, set the candidate equal to nums I to the current number. Put these in. Then secondly, we want to check if the current number, so nums I equals the candidate. If it does equal the candidate, then we want to do the count and increment it +1, so plus plus. Else we want to do count decrement. Whoops, nice. Fix this. And then finally, once we've finished iterating over all of the nums in the array, we just want to return the candidate. And then put these in, which I always forget, and then click run. See if it runs. Cool, and then let's submit it and see how it performs. So in terms of runtime on this submission, it says it beats 77.49%. And in terms of memory, it's saying that it's beaten 50.95% of submissions. The big O notation for this is O of n for runtime complexity, because you obviously have to iterate over every item in the array. And space complexity is O of 1. Because we're just using these two variables, and the memory usage will not change dependent on the size of the input. It's going to be constant. Well, thank you very much for watching my video. If you like the content, please click like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if there's anything that you think I can improve on, or any videos that you'd like me to produce in the future, please leave a comment below, and I will get right back to you. Thank you.